Simon, you're in Australia promoting your new book, The Last 10 Seconds. How's the tour going?
Well, it's been pretty hectic so far, actually. I've really enjoyed it. It was great fun at the Melbourne Writers Festival. I've never been to Melbourne before, and it's a lovely city. I kind of, coming from the UK, where it was actually quite warm and sunny, I kind of expected it to be nice and warm when I got there. I was surprised to have a cold and rain, but it's been fantastic fun. I've really enjoyed it. Got back into Sydney now. I've been on the Channel 9 Today show, and yeah, very busy, very tired, but very happy. It's going well.
Fantastic. Tell us about The Last 10 Seconds.
It's a race against time thriller. It starts at the end, which is sometimes how I like to do my books. Basically, we start with an undercover police officer seriously wounded on a warehouse floor. Surrounding him are the dead bodies of a number of other people. And then we find out how he got there. Basically, we go back in time 36 hours when he's infiltrating a criminal gang. And the criminal gang's task is to kidnap a serial killer or suspected serial killer from police custody on behalf of one of his victims. Things go very wrong. There's lots of twists, lots of turns, lots of excitement, lots of action. And yeah, in 36 hours' time, we find out exactly what happened.
How did you establish yourself as a best-selling thriller writer?
By writing thrillers. No, I mean, it takes a long time. I wrote a number of books that weren't published, sort of learning the craft, and then I've written a number that you know, I think as you go along, you tend to do better. You learn the craft, you get practice, you get better. And I was very lucky. My fifth book, Relentless, was my breakout one. Again, a very fast-paced thriller. Ordinary person gets himself in a terrifying situation, and on the run. And it was. I find that those kinds of books, they're tough to write because you've always got to keep second guessing the reader and putting in the twists and turns and trying to make them unpredictable. But they're great fun to write as well, and fingers crossed, I'm getting better at it.
How many books have you written now, and do you use the same characters in some of your books?
Well, I've written 9 books that have been published, including the latest one, The Last 10 Seconds, and I've just finished The Payback, which is my 10th book. So I write a book a year. I write what I would describe as a loose series. In other words, some of the books are standalone, and characters will come in and out of books and disappear, and you won't see them again for 3 books, and then they'll come back. Which I like doing it like that because it just gives me more freedom and flexibility, and it also gives me the one thing that I love being able to do, which is the potential for killing off central characters, which I love. And I know that's awful, but I've lost a couple like that, and again, it keeps the reader on their toes.
Do you have any crime experts you consult with to get the facts right in your books?
Yes, I've got a number of good contacts in the police force and the security services in the UK that I've built up over a number of years, and I like to run by my books past them after they've been done or while they're going on, so just to check that everything is authentic.
And lastly, if you weren't a writer, what would you be?
I'd be an aspiring writer trying to write. I don't know, it's always what I wanted to do. When I was a little kid, from very early age, I wrote stories, and I said to my mum when I was about 9, when other kids were saying, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be a jockey or whatever, I said, I want to be a writer. And she said, don't bother, Simon, there's no money in it. But I persevered. I don't know what I've done. I've done a lot of different jobs, but I guess if I wasn't one, I don't know, I'd like to do something with my hands, I don't know. I did road building once, and I enjoyed that.
Okay. Thanks, Simon. Have a great time in Australia.
Thank you very much. Cheers.